Hey everybody, how you doing? It's me, Timothy, and gonna be showing you where I lived when I was a kid. Yeah, I used to live in this neck of the woods long time ago when I was a kid. And I tell you, back then, there was no houses over here that you're seeing right there. This used to be all just plain land. The only house that existed was this house up here, that house there, and that house there. And this road that you see right here used to be a dirt road, and it used to travel that way. Well, then, and that used to be a field back behind our house, and I used to live there in this house right here. If you're that blue house, I used to live in that house when I was a kid. Grew up there too. And right there, that used to be a big just a wooded area until people decided to build a house in there, and a house became in there. And then on this road used to be well, that house didn't exist. A lot of these houses didn't exist. I had a friend that used to live in that house, or the next house. That house never existed. A lot of these houses didn't exist. Used to be like a hill behind these houses that we would go sledding and stuff. But that hill doesn't exist anymore because of all these houses. Now, I believe that house existed. And some friends of mine, they used to live in this house a long time ago. And a lot of these houses were around, but not much of them. This used to be like a dirt road and stuff, or graveled road. Yeah. Back in my days when I was a kid and everything, and just used to ride my bike down here and everything, and got like I guess they tarred this road and got tarred. And then had some friends that used to live in that house. And let's see what else. And this just circled around and everything. But yeah, I grew up in this area and everything, and well, up until my mom sold the house, and then we moved to a different location and everything. But yeah, I kind of miss this neighborhood. And everything, I really do. But yeah, I kind of miss our old house there. And that, we used to, like I say, I used to live in that house. Right there. And we used to be friends with these people here. My sister's was. And we used to have a pool a long time ago. I see they took out the pine trees. Yeah, we used to have a swimming pool back in there. And we added on to the house, too. They took out the swimming pool. But yeah, we used to have a swimming pool there. And I had a had a pool party once. Had friends over to go swimming. And everything, and just kind of miss out this area. I used to cut through this area when it didn't have no houses in it. Yeah, but see, the dirt road, you came and kind of ran, like, well, let's say, I think dirt road, like, ran like this and went behind our house and stuff. We used to have pine trees and everything up here. Now, behind these people's house, they used to have a solo and everything. Well, and back then, you know, used to walk the field back there and everything, and just had some fun times. And there used to be a lady over here that used to have swans in this water over here and everything, but they don't exist. And I used to walk a long time ago. I used to, well, this road used to cut like this, but then they made it like that, and then they decided to put the road like this. Now, I used to come down here all the time, and because the golf course sits right back there behind these houses. There's a golf course behind these houses. Battle Creek Country Club, it's called. And now my grandma, she used to live not too far from us when I was a kid. Show you where my grandma used to live at when I was a kid. At that time, my mom and my grandma didn't get along. I don't know why they didn't get along, but they didn't get along. Crazy, huh? Now, my grandma used to live there, in that house there. That's where my grandma used to live, right there. And back then, there used to be not very much houses back in here. When she used to live back in here, there was a few, but not like you see. The things started building up and everything, but yeah, we used to come to my grandma's and have, like, well, Thanksgiving and this and that, and I used to fish behind her place, and she used to live right there, my grandma. We had so much fun coming down and visiting my grandma, because the lagoon ran behind her house, so I was able to fish back there. You could tell the lake there. Yeah, I kind of miss this neck of the woods. I really do. I enjoyed it. I really did. I really enjoyed it. Now I'll show you another spot, so see you there. Alright, now we're on a road here. This is called Watkins Road. And a long time ago, all these houses didn't exist. It was just all wooded area and everything. And it used to be like a wood, like a brick wooded thing that used to be in these woods and everything. And we came down here once. We used to have a lot, motorcycles back then. Well, see, we used to own some of this property here. My mom and my stepdad owned some of this property. And they, we was going to do something about it. I can't remember, my mom and my stepdad, but was going to do something, but I can't remember what. But then I guess my mom decided to sell it, and people bought and decided to build, and somebody built out here and everything, and people build it out here as well. And had a good friend that used to live in this house called Tommy Bonodono, and me and him camped in his backyard once. Well, see, a long time ago, this used to be just a plain dirt road here. Just a plain dirt road, people. This was not a paved road like you see right now. This used to be a dirt road, and I can remember once used to be they had like a car wreck. I can't remember how it happened, but yeah, right down here was a car wreck. And I used to come They got like a creek here. There's a creek. Oh, let's say, where's this creek at? If you guys could see the creek, it's in there somewhere. I know that. There it is. Right through those trees. There's a creek that's in there. Used to come down here and get like tadpoles a lot in this creek. Yeah, there was tadpoles in there, and I used to come down there and get tadpoles. But see, a long time ago, there used to be a trail that would ride my bike on or walk on, but that trail doesn't exist anymore because of all the houses back there. But you know, they had a lot of this out here as well. I don't believe they had this electric this place here that we're gonna come up to. That's like a power grid place. I don't believe that existed when I was around. I can't remember when they built it that, but you know. Man, this is where I grew up at and everything. I'll show you where I used to ride my bike at a lot as well, so we'll turn around and go back. Now this is where I used to ride my bike a lot when I was a kid. In this neighborhood, I had a friend, I can't remember where he used to live at, but he lived in one of these houses around here. I used to come and visit. We wanted to make like a flying saucer and talked about trying to build a flying saucer and go out there in space. But that never happened. But yeah, before any of these houses existed, used to just be a plain road, and back then my stepdad brought us out here once, and we drove and everything. He let me drive his car, well, sit on his lap and everything. We used to cut through some of these. We cut through the field here to come over here, and just some memories when I was a kid, being able to do things. And long time ago, back in my heydays, high school kids used to stand here. I'll show you where they used to stand to wait for the school buses. And they used to hang around there. There used to be cigarette things and everything from high school kids, but that doesn't exist anymore. I'll show you. There's a house up here. I believe this yellow house. They had like a barn there, back there. Well, when I was a kid, I walked up. They had a dog chained up, and went up to it, and it attacked me, and that was kind of sad. I got attacked by a dog, and then my mom had to call the police and this and that, and everything else. Yeah, I got attacked there by a dog at that house. I used to ride my bike down here all the time. I used to have a walkie-talkie, and I used to listen to truck drivers talk on their CBs back there. Now, I'll show you. Where is this street at? They used to, a long time ago when I was a kid, I came down here once. I can't remember what house it was, but one of these houses used to have had a fun fair out in their backyard. And I came down there, to checked it out and everything. I can't remember what house it was, but it was called a fun fair. And I don't know if any of you ever heard of fun fairs and stuff, but yeah, somebody had a fun fair once. I wanted this street. I can't remember where. It was a Saturday. But people don't have those like they used to. But yeah, like I say, I used to come down here right there and try to talk to truck drivers. Now, I'll show you where I used to go and smoke a cigarette. Back in my days. See, back in my days, we used to, I used to go to, like, Denny's and get a pack of cigarettes from the cigarette machine. I'm sure a lot of you remember cigarette machines, don't you? Let me know in the comment box if you remember cigarette machines. I know I do. Yep, I know I do. I remember those days. Big time. But yeah, I used to come down here all the time. Well, now there's a house down here, but back then I used to come down here and smoke cigarettes. Down here. I think right there, if I'm not mistaken. Right there where that place is. I used to come down and smoke cigarettes. But I'm showing you where I used to smoke cigarettes at. But yeah, crazy me. Now, we had some friends that lived here called the Markhams. Good friends of my mom. and they had a pool back in there behind their place, and I kind of fell in once. My mom had to jump in and save me. Well, like I said, there used to be swans that used to be there, because there's like a feeder thing over there. And over here, I caught poison ivy once in these woods. And then my sister had a friend that lived in this house called Renee Hoy. And my sister used to have a friend that lived in that house. And I believe one of my friends, Bill Carpenter, lived around here somewhere. Went to hang around with him, and I knew another dude here too used to hang around with, but yeah, kind of showing you some where I grew up at when I was a kid. Well, everybody, hope all of you enjoyed my adventure of me showing where I lived when I was a kid. So hope all of you enjoyed this video and this and that. And if you did, can you go thumbs up on this video? Smash that thumbs up button. Can you do that? When you do that, it will bring people here to my channel. Also, if you're new and you came along this video, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to my channel. Hey, also hit that notification bell, because whenever I upload, you will be notified about it. But until my next video, y'all take it easy. Have a super fine one. Thanks for watching, everybody.